As the Alliance for Financial Inclusion has grown to over 100 member institutions, an increasing trend has been for network members to meet, cooperate, and exchange knowledge on a regional basis within the umbrella of the wider AFI network. And in February 2013, following the success of similar meetings in Africa, regulators and policymakers from 12 Latin American and Caribbean countries met in Cartagena, Colombia, to discuss mobile financial services as a tool for advancing financial inclusion across the Latin American and Caribbean region.
This forum is very important in order to share experiences and knowledge, and that's why we're so interested in promoting it and actually hosting it here in Colombia.
The Latin American and Caribbean countries share certain constraints on financial inclusion across the region.
Países de América Latina tenemos características comunes en general.
Since we share the same realities, the same challenges, the same needs, we could really be more effective by helping each other. The solutions could apply to many countries and not only benefit one country.
We're all a bit different, but it's like a nice varied family. Now, on the issues that AFI is interested in, which has to do with financial inclusion, I think there's an overwhelming conviction that we need to work together and can learn from each other.
This was the first time that regulators and senior policymakers from these countries had met specifically to discuss financial inclusion. But individually, countries had had some considerable success in advancing policies to widen financial inclusion. Peru becoming the first country to have e-money legislation enacted by Parliament. Colombia having over 30,000 banking agents offering mobile financial services. Guatemala having 5,000 banking agents providing mobile financial services in most of the country. The meeting allowed countries to share their experiences.
We're promoting a bill in Congress similar to what others have done, and it's important to hear what was the process in other countries like. So the more information, the better the quality of the policies we adopt.
And a roadmap was laid down to allow future discussions for roundtable meetings to push forward on a regional level, including inviting key stakeholders from the private and public sector such as telcos, banks and other market players to drive the impact of the technology forward.
Ver cómo a través de un modelo se puede bancarizar a mucha gente y facilitarles el acceso al dinero en una forma segura, en una forma inmediata, sin importar la distancia donde se encuentre. Estoy impresionado de ese modelo, no me lo imaginaba así.
Sin lugar a dudas que la tecnología será uno de los aspectos vitales en cualquiera de nuestros países.
There's also the prospect of widening the scope of the discussions beyond mobile financial services to include other areas of financial inclusion policy, as has happened in Africa.
Creo que es en lo que tenemos que seguir trabajando y seguramente ahí lograremos una mayor inclusión financiera.
One other priority for AFI in the region is that while almost all countries on the Latin American continent are now members, only 3 countries in the Caribbean have so far joined. But there's an opportunity for that to change in 2014, as the focus of the entire AFI network moves to the Caribbean, as Trinidad and Tobago, the network's 100th member, hosts the 2014 Global Policy Forum.
AFI was actually making a tremendous inroad into advancing financial inclusion on the international agenda. And we wanted to be part of that, because I think here in the Caribbean, financial inclusion is extremely relevant to our economic development.
But for now, the work continues within countries, as well as together across the region and across the world, as members continue in their pursuit of financial inclusion.